Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on Shaq. Shaq is it's always nice. Let me back up a little bit. It's always nice when celebrities, because they don't have to give their money to anybody. Just because we work every day, nobody has the right to come tell us what to do with our money. Just because they have an abundance doesn't mean that they just have to freely keep giving their money away to people. But when celebrities do give away their money for good causes, it's always a nice thing to see and hear. So unfortunately, these I think it was about almost 2 weeks ago, four young children were killed in a house fire. All siblings from the ages of 2 to 7, parents not home at the time. Two 11-year-olds, I believe, escaped the fire. It's not much details on this fire. It's just sad that those kids were home alone. Four of them died. And so now Shaq is stepping in along with the sheriff of the town, I believe, to pay for the funeral services for these young siblings that all died way too soon. So let me share a screen and just give you the limited information at first that I have on this house fire. Let's look at this clipping.
4 young girls are dead after a house fire in North Carolina. Columbus County officials say the fire broke out around 2:30 in the morning at a home on North Colony Road. Officials say the four girls were sisters, all between the ages of 2 and 7. Fire crews say two 11-year-old girls were able to escape and call 911. Deputies and rescue crews arrived quickly, but they say the flames were too intense to get inside. They're still trying to figure out what caused the fire and where the parents were at the time.
It's so sad because they said that happened like 2:30 in the morning. Let me just share screen again to show you how Shaq is going to help out with their homegoing service, their funeral. Let's take a quick listen to this.
Tonight, the Henry County Sheriff and NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal are teaming up to help a grieving North Carolina family that lost four young children, all under the age of 8, in a house fire on August 30th.
Fox 5's Eric Mock joins us now from the Henry County Sheriff's Office with the story of this partnership in a time of immense grief.
Henry County Sheriff Reginald Scandra tells me when Shaquille O'Neal calls him and says there's a family who needs their help, who's enduring a tragedy, he doesn't hesitate, even if that family lives far from Henry County.
It's tragic beyond belief, particularly being a father of two girls and two boys. This is unconscionable.
Henry County Sheriff Reginald Scandra says the tragedy in North Carolina moved him to tears. Four young girls, ranging in age from 2 to 7 years old, lost their lives in a house fire in Chadbourne, North Carolina on August 30th.
They were all siblings, very, very young age. And this was something that I would believe that would touch the hearts of anyone reasonably prudent in our nation.
A memorial to the girls is now growing outside the home. Sheriff Scandrett says when the news broke, he got a call from his partner and close collaborator, Shaquille O'Neal.
It touches every one of us parents, neighbors, and human beings.
The former NBA star and media personality partners with the sheriff frequently to serve youth in Henry County and beyond.
He's always had that heart. He has a tremendous heart. And that linked with my heart, quite frankly, one of the reasons why we got together.
Shaq was so touched, in fact, that he told Scandrett they had to do something to help this family.
These were innocent lives full of promise, taken far too soon. It was not just a gesture of support. It was a moral responsibility.
Despite the family living far outside of Henry County, Scandrett agreed and enlisted the help of sheriffs in every major county in Metro Atlanta to come together and pay for the funerals of all four children.
That's typically a tremendous burden during these type of time frames. So we wanted to take that away from the families. With all funeral expenses, we made sure we took care of those. These are personal funds out of our own personal accounts.
Shaq told me he wanted to send a very clear message to this family dealing with this unimaginable grief.
You are not alone in your pain. We see you, we mourn with you, and we are here to help you carry this burden in any way we can.
Now, the cause of the fire is still under investigation, but the mother of the girls now faces involuntary manslaughter and abuse charges. But Sheriff Scandrett tells me they've coordinated everything through the Columbus County, North Carolina Sheriff to make sure the funds got to the right place. Reporting in Henry County, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.
So that's sad. The mother's being charged That's a whole nother conversation that we'll have in trending topics. If you want to join me tonight, not sure what time, or maybe later on today. But let me share a screen. The mother was charged. So 4 young girls died in a house fire after their mom, 28. So imagine being 28 with all these children. Listen, I had my one and only son at 35, and I had tremendous help. I'm not excusing this mother. I got a whole different conversation about, leaving your kids alone. But like I said, I had that in trending topics, that talk. But 28 with all of these children. Allegedly left them unsupervised. Now she's facing charges. The 4 children who died were ages 2, 4, 6, and 7. A North Carolina mom is facing charges after her 4 daughters died in a house fire. The 4 children who died were ages 2, 4, 6, and 7. Mom, Reagan Powers, 28, allegedly left the children unattended, according to local reports. So a mother in North Carolina has been charged after her 4 young daughters were killed in a house fire. Police responded to a residence at around 2:30 a.m. local time on Saturday, August 30th, after a woman reported her home was on fire and her 4 daughters were inside, according to a press release from the Columbus County Sheriff's Office. When the first deputy arrived on scene, 9 minutes after the initial call, the residence was fully engulfed in flames. Due to the severity of the fire, it was not possible to make a safe entry into the home, police said, adding that the 4 children inside the home ultimately died. The children's mother, Reagan Powers, 28, left the 4 children ages 2, 4, 6, and 7 at home and was not around at the time when the fire started, according to the news station in the Columbus County News. She had reportedly left the children in the care of an 11-year-old, that outlet says. People reached out to the CCSO and the Columbus County Fire Marshal for a comment on Saturday, September 13, but did not receive an immediate response. Powers was later arrested and charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter and negligent child abuse with serious bodily injury on Wednesday, September 10th, according to arrest records obtained by the news. Powers made her first court appearance on Thursday, September 11th. At the time, the judge told her she faces a maximum of 59 months for each count of involuntary manslaughter and a maximum of 88 months for each count of negligent child abuse. Powers' bond was initially set at $400,000, and she has since bonded out, according to the news. Well, who had that type of money to bond her out? And if someone had that type of money to bond her out, why couldn't she afford a proper babysitter that was of the right age? In a statement obtained by the news, the children's father, Patrick Ellis, said, "My heart is shattered beyond words at the loss of my daughters. Over 100 people showed up at a memorial service for the 4 children at a funeral home in Chadbourne on Tuesday, September 9th, per the outlet." This is tragic all the way around. When they say it takes a village, it really takes a village. And I praise God to this day. My son is in college now. And to this day, to God be the glory, the village helped me. I promise you they do. I'm talking with college tuition. I'm talking with buying the stuff for his apartment that he's currently in. I'm talking just support, emotional support, physical support, financial support. The village is helping me. To God be the glory. And listen, if you hear my life story, it ain't all roses and flowers. It's not. I've been through the valley, but to God be the glory. I survived it and I'm still here. And I'd rather praise and be thankful for the blessings than to dwell on the heartaches that I had. But you need the support of the village when you're raising kids. I feel for her. I don't know where this mother went and what she was doing, but I can probably say this. I highly doubt that she wanted any harm to come towards her kids. It's an unfortunate situation. And now she's suffering not the consequences. So she has to deal with the death of 4 of her children, deal with the guilt she's probably feeling, and now also deal with the consequences that she is facing, that she's probably going to be in jail for a major portion of her life, if not the rest of her life. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. God bless Shaq. God bless the sheriff who took funds out of their own pockets to make sure that these young girls had a proper memorial and burial and homegoing service. Listen, guys, chat with me. I'll chat back. I'll see you on the next video.